Hello and welcome back to the Fast Lane. In today's video, we are going to be changing the wing mirrors on my Audi TT. Okay, so before we dive in, let me just explain how cheap this modification was. I don't know if I got some special deal or something, but the dynamic indicator part only cost me about £5. Now, I thought that was so cheap. Obviously, you can get dynamic indicators for so many different cars now, so have a look to see if your car can get them. The other part of the modification was the vinyl wrap. Now again, I got this from Temu, so this was extremely cheap. I'm sure you can get better vinyl than the stuff I got, but it just keeps costs down and makes this such a good bang for buck modification that anyone can do because it kind of applies to all cars. Right, with that said, let's jump into me doing it on my very own Audi TT. So if you take a look here, you can see them here. Let's put the window down. Now you can see it's already looking a little bit funny. That's because I've already been playing around with it. And as you can see, I've got the glass halfway off. So the hardest part of actually trying to get these wing mirror caps off is that you first got to remove the mirror part of the wing mirrors. Now this is proper scary because it can quite easily snap.
So what you don't want to do is flex the mirror too much.
Like I've just done there.
So I've been prying around with it and I'll just show you closer with this camera what I had to do. So as you can see, there are two metal clips holding the mirror in. The best way to go about this is to first use the electric motor to move the mirror out as far as possible so you can get your hands in behind it. Now because I was so worried about breaking this took me a lot longer than it should. As you can see by the sped up clip, I just fiddled around with it and pushed a little bit harder each time until it eventually came out. And trust me, once the first clip is out, this next bit is so easy. I've actually got one of these tools. Should help me get the other clip out, which is just up there. See, that one was really easy to get out once you get the first one out. The first one is the hardest. So as you can see, once you take the actual mirror out, you've got two cables that connect for your heated mirror. There's a blue cable and a red cable. Just make sure you remember which one goes where. So at the moment, the red is towards the top of the mirror and the blue is towards the bottom. So let's remove those. So these cables literally just need to come out. Apparently they just are really tough. Yeah, there's one. There's two. Just needed a better angle. And there's your mirror. With the mirror out of the way, you just need a T10 Torx bit to get the rest of the wing mirror dismantled. Only actually 4 screws holding this bit in, and that also holds the wing mirror cap on. Right, that is the wing mirror cap removed. Now I've got to try and remove the indicator part of the wing mirror. There we are. That comes straight out, and then this I assume push and pull. That was easy. So that's the original indicator part. So we take this and then wing mirror. Just need to do the same on the other side, and then we can take it inside. Okay, with the wing mirror now removed, we've got it inside. What I'm planning to do with this is actually use some black vinyl to wrap it. Now this is going to make it look so much better, and eventually it's going to tie in with the rest of the theme that I've got planned for the car. However, if I want to wrap it, it's looking pretty dirty, especially on this backside and stuff. And if I want the vinyl to stick, it's got to be clean. So what I've got is I've got a bowl of washing up liquid, a scrub mummy, and a microfiber. Let's get this clean so the vinyl actually sticks. So using my bowl of washing up liquid and the spongy part of the scrub mummy, let's get this thing fully degreased. With the wing mirror degreased and dried, let's take it back outside. Now to make the wrapping process a bit easier, I mounted it back onto the car so that I can actually pull and stretch the film. I've only ever wrapped like 1 or 2 things before, so please don't judge my wrapping technique too badly. I know it's not the best, but hopefully we'll have a decent job in the end. Let's watch and find out. The motto I remember when working with wrap is to heat a large area and work a small area. Hopefully that helps me in getting this fitted properly, but I am doing this on a driveway with a hairdryer, so I guess we're just going to do the best that we can and let you guys decide what you think of it. Now this wrap came with a protective film on top, but what I found is it just got in the way and I couldn't even tell where the creases were, so I just took it off so I could work it properly. With the main bit done to what I think is a decent level, I'm taking the wing mirror off, taking it back inside to finish off the last little bits. Fix a few little issues and wrap it around the back. Right, this is actually taking me so long to get this fully wrapped, get all the creases out as best I can, get it all wrapped around behind, cut and everything. Now because it's taking me so long, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back once I've finished all of this, show you the finished product of my first attempt of wrapping a wing mirror. So this is the finished wing mirror ready to go on the car. It's not the best, here's my first attempt at wrapping, so it's not too bad. I think it's good enough to go on anyway. So I'm gonna get this fitted now, back onto here, and then I can show you the difference between the old and the new. Okay, now before I place the wing mirror cap back on, I've got something to make this extra special. So I've actually got a replacement for the indicator part. So this is the stock one that comes with the car. It's clear and it just doesn't look very good considering it's a nice car. Now this was actually really cheap. It's a dynamic indicator that sweeps across and it's also fully black. So it will match the wing mirror cap and just look, that's so much better. So let's get this fitted and then we can get the wing mirror cap on and see the final result. Now this is just a case of doing everything I did to take it apart, but in reverse. However, I did have a slight issue when trying to put the power cable in for the new dynamic indicator. It didn't push in all the way. However, it still seemed to get an electrical connection and worked fine, so it wasn't an issue in the end. Right, let's get this newly wrapped wing mirror cap fitted onto the car.
Just there. It clips in like that. Push it in. Sits flush now with the indicator and everything. A bit fiddly. Right, last piece. Mirror.
Okay, now that I have one wing mirror fitted, let me show you the difference, and trust me, it's literally night and day between these two. Now I have no idea what Audi were thinking when they decided to fit these indicators to the wing mirrors. They just look awful. So I'm so glad I made the decision to upgrade to these dynamic ones. They look 100 times better. But let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Now to wrap the other wing mirror, and because I've had a bit of practice now, it should go a little bit better. Let me just jump forward in time to once I've got this new one wrapped. The main bit I struggled with when wrapping both of these wing mirrors is where it goes for a 90-degree turn. I couldn't quite get it to fit in that gap perfectly, but it's really not that noticeable, especially when it's fitted to the car. Now the true way to tell if I did a good job is to get the wrapping professionals to give their verdict. Okay, I feel like that was some mixed feedback from the judges, but either way, let's get it fitted onto the car so it finishes the look. However, before I can get it fitted, I did actually break something when taking this wing mirror apart. I don't know how I did it, but I actually snapped the metal of the heating element for the mirror. So I'm gonna have to find a way to fix this. Now, I have no idea on what I'm doing electrically, so please judge me in the comments if this is the completely wrong thing to do. But I stripped back the rubber so I could see more of the metal. I had this little crimping tool with these little connectors, attached one of them, wrapped it in electrical tape, and then attached that back onto the main point where it originally attached. Please let me know down in the comments whether you think this is actually going to work. Anyway, with that done, I can now show you the final reveal of the finished look, and I am so happy with this result. Definitely the best thing I've done to this car so far. Now, to think that this upgrade literally only cost about £10, it was so worth it. But that is it for this video. If you did enjoy, please give it a like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what do you think of this upgrade. But this is it for now. I'll catch you in the next one.